She's in court suing him for over $4,000 in baby expenses, but he says he's already bought her everything she asked for.
You are asking the court to award you $496.52 for baby supplies you say the defendant, Ms. Jett, demanded for a child you adamantly deny is yours.
He's got the receipts. He brings in a list of demands she sent him on Facebook, including everything from a car seat to baby lotion.
Can he get this? Can he get that? He said, no, I'm not getting
Your
anything
Honor,
until
I
the
have
baby is
evidence
born.
to show you that I have bought everything she said on this, everything she demanded
I
me.
asked him months
I have
and months.
evidence right here. She wrote me on Facebook demanding
But how long
that
did it
I
take
buy.
to
I
get
said,
her stuff?
okay, Your Honor, I have the receipt, and it might be the date on there.
His big reason for doubt? She was in a relationship with another man at the same time she was with him.
After she had the baby, she had told me the whole time she was pregnant, she was in a relationship.
Your Honor,
She said she was in a sexual relationship. That's one.
And the social media drama is real. After the baby was born, she posted a picture of the newborn and tagged the other man in it.
And another thing is she had the baby and tagged the dude name in the picture. Where she tagged another dude. Like, listen, if the baby mine, why didn't you tag me in the picture?
Honor.
Well, why the picture still stayed on your Facebook?
Honor.
And my family had to tell me, oh, you know she tagged another dude name in the picture.
But she says it was just a mistake. She claims she tagged the wrong person by accident, but he's not buying it.
You tagged yourself in the picture, and he said, oh, I'm sorry.
Why would this
And you
guy
don't
be
know
that
what
he
you
said?
like.
He said that maybe it was an accident that he mistakenly tagged himself in her picture. That's what he said.
He's even got proof of the money he spent. He brings in a receipt for a $100 money order he sent her, but she says that's all he's ever given her.
Money order right here.
Your Honor, he
Well, I
has
gave
not
her
been giving money for a baby.
Jerome, will you
at
have
all.
that evidence, please?
And a receipt for the money order. And that was $100. And then when she was pregnant, I went
So
shopping
you
for
say you gave her
about
cash
maternity
multiple times, but you just have a receipt for one money order?
clothes. Yes, ma'am.
So what about the other times?
I never kept it.
And so...
But her mom is here to defend her. She says he called her during the pregnancy and promised to be there for his daughter no matter what.
And that was it. That was the end of the conversation.
Did you ever have any conversation with your daughter that would indicate maybe she was intimate with someone else and someone else could possibly be the father?
No.
The judge calls her out for her shady behavior, saying she's not a victim in this and that she's the one who created all this drama.
The reason why I stopped, okay.
Facebook tag, I got that.
Okay, the Facebook tag and
What
multiple
else?
dudes.
Your Honor.
Because the multiple dudes, she got pregnant fast. And the departure, I was still there. And the real departure when I stopped seeing the baby was because she had threatened me. That's the reason why I didn't go. The reason why I didn't go, I stopped seeing the baby is because she had threatened my life. You know what I'm saying?
Judge Lake has the envelope that will finally end this baby mama drama. Will he be on the hook for thousands more, or will he be proven right?
Pertaining to 4-month-old Nolani Harvey. Mr. Harvey, you are not her father. Mr. McKee, you never heard from Miss Thomas again during the whole pregnancy.
I haven't heard from her, Your Honor.
All while she was pregnant.
While she was pregnant.
So you weren't there when the baby was born.
No, Your Honor.
This whole mess started on a dating app. Ms. Thomas and Mr. McKee hooked up, and now she's in court to prove he's the father of her baby boy, Carson.
Miss Thomas, you and the defendant, Mr. McKee, met on an online dating website, and the conversation quickly jumped offline and into Mr. McKee's bed. You believed you were in a committed relationship with the defendant and was devastated when he denied your pregnancy.
But he says he wasn't looking for a relationship. He claims he was just having fun, but she fell for him after just a month.
I wasn't ready, Your Honor.
Tell me about it, though. You know, a lot of times we're in situations like this where there are two people are on two different pages. I hear a lot of times when women say, you know, I was to him, and then the man will say, well, I wasn't committed to her, or even vice versa. Sometimes, you know, the man is committed and faithful, and the woman is.
How did she tell him she was pregnant? She sent him a picture of the positive test, and he replied, whatever you decide to do, just let me know, and then blocked her.
I said, let me take a pregnancy test. So I took a pregnancy test. I took a picture of it, and I sent it to him through text message. He was like, what is this? I like a pregnancy test. He's like, oh, okay, so whatever you decide to do, just let me know.
But she called me when she was like 3 months pregnant. I knew I got a phone call, I was at work. I told her I'd call her back, but I ended up blocking her number.
He was a total ghost. He had no contact with her for the entire pregnancy and wasn't even there for the birth.
Mr. McKee, you never heard from Miss Thomas again during the whole pregnancy.
I haven't heard from her, Your Honor.
All while she was pregnant.
While she was pregnant.
So you weren't there when the baby was born.
No, Your Honor.
His big reason for doubt is the baby's looks. He says the baby is too light-skinned and has different features, even joking that he looks like Donald Trump.
So, Mr. McKee, she sent you a text with the picture of the baby. Your first response was what?
The baby look like he can be for Donald Trump.
Like, really?
But that's not all. He says because she already has 7 other kids, he thinks she's probably getting with a lot of other guys too.
Whoever else you think she might be me?
You feel like because she has more than one child, that she potentially was entertaining a lot of different men.
That's what
And
he's
so
trying to
it's
say.
not just you she was sleeping. Is that what you're trying to say?
1 month.
Oh, now I get what you say. Okay, could you just talk?
She swears she wasn't with anyone else. She says her other kids' fathers were all black, so there's no way the baby could be so light unless it was his.
I meet you April the 1st, and April the 20th, we getting it in. It ain't gonna take long.
It's because she had sex with you so
Fast.
quickly that you felt like, well, maybe this is the type of person or type of woman who's also having sex with other people.
But when we
Online
first started
date.
off,
His own family is divided. His mom thinks the baby looks like him, but his aunt told her to go find the real father.
Do you feel like there's a resemblance?
My mama say it can be mine, but my auntie say she need to find the dad of that baby.
Okay, so even in your own family, the response has been,
right,
It's hard.
it's off.
Carson's 8 months old. So you've been doing this all this time.
Yes, ma'am.
He's got his own drama. He already has 1 daughter and has 2 more kids on the way with 2 different women, who are sisters.
So do you have any other kids, Mr. McKee?
I have a daughter. I have 2 more on the way.
Right.
With your spouse or your girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
So the children were planned. So you have twins
Really?
on the way.
No, not twin, but 2 different women.
But wait, after the results are read, she drops a final bombshell, revealing that the real father is actually her ex from before she even met Mr. McKee.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. McKee, you are not the father.
Are you serious?
We sit down, we have the discussion. I asked her point blank, am I the father of the child? Who's
And
the
I
baby
was
daddy?
honest, right?
She
And what
looked
did
at
she
me
say?
and
I was
said,
honest.
you're not the father. Real talk.
This whole mess started when Mr. Matlock left town for just 1 week to visit his son. When he came back, his girlfriend, Ms. Monroe, had already moved her ex into their house.
Mr. Matlock,
Yes, ma'am.
you say that a few years back you were suddenly called away on family business.
She knew I was back and forth from Fort Smith, Fayetteville, because I have a son down in that area. Back in '07, I was down there for a week.
No.
She says he's the one to blame. She claims he stopped answering her calls for a whole month, so she thought he wasn't coming back and she had to move on.
Wonder where they are if they're not calling you, if you have no contact with them. So of course, yes, I did call him. Then he never answered my calls, and this went on for a whole month.
What number you
And
called?
Phone calls from Ms. Monroe and not answer him?
No, Your Honor, I wasn't. I would talk to her when I called her, but I don't feel like when I'm spending time with my son, I should have to drop spending
No,
time
you
with
should
my
still
son.
have.
But he says that's a total lie. He claims he forgave her for cheating. They got back together, and then a month and a half later, she dropped the bombshell that she was pregnant.
Ms. Monroe, when he went out of town, did he voluntarily call you at all while he
No.
was gone?
Lies.
Maybe,
Not one
Wow.
call.
maybe 2 or 3 times, like.
Talked about it, we worked it out. I eventually moved back in the house, picking up a sexual relationship with her again.
At first, she told him he was not the father, but now she's in court trying to prove that he is. What a tangled web of lies.
We sit down, we have the discussion. I asked her point blank, am I the father of the child? Who's
And
the
I
baby
was
daddy?
honest, right?
She
And what
looked
did
at
she
me
say?
and
I was
said,
honest.
you're not the father. Real talk.
He's been paying child support for 4 years. He says he missed the first court date and was named the dad by default, and now he's paying $360 a month for a kid he's sure isn't his.
They sent, I didn't get no reply back. Next thing I got was I got served with papers saying I missed my date and I was a father by default. I have evidence to prove that, Your Honor.
So you didn't show you weren't there.
I was at work.
By default,
I am the father.
you were determined to be the father.
I am the father.
I've established now you're paying child support in the amount of $360 a month.
The child support has ruined his life. He says it destroyed his marriage to another woman and forced him to get a second job just to make the payments.
When my wife found out that they had taken child support out for a baby that I didn't know was mine or
She
not,
didn't worry about her own business.
we got into it. She was mad. Like, we get into it. So I basically tell her, I got into a situation. I don't want to be with you no more. If you're going to be mad over this, let's just end it right now before it gets too far and we got to actually spend some real money to end this.
The mom-in-law says she even saw Ms. Monroe's other man driving her car and that he was bragging about being the baby's real dad.
First of all, my mama, my sisters, my brothers, none of us, none of my family care about, okay? If the baby was his, when I tried to go see the little girl on a Sunday, she's supposed to brought the little girl to see me, and she texted me out the blue and was like, well, she's not here. I supposed to went to the little girl's birthday party, but I live in a whole different town. You dig what I'm saying?
Judge Lake has the envelope that holds the truth. Is Mr. Matlock the father, or was he right about her cheating all along?
When it comes to 5-year-old Kenya Monroe, Mr. Matlock, the wait is over. You are not.
I knew it! Go find your baby daddy!
In the beginning, me and Deshaun, we weren't really serious when we had our first son. I did cheat on him in the beginning.
This poor dude, Mr. Mitchell, is so fed up. He's in court to get DNA tests for his 2 sons because his wife, Ms. Dalton, has put him and the kids through a lot.
Mr. Mitchell, you are petitioning the court for 2 DNA tests to determine if you are the father of your estranged wife's 2 children, 2-year-old Deshaun Jr. and 1-year-old Bishop.
He's a total stand-up guy. Even with all his doubts, he has full custody of both little boys and is raising them all on his own.
You currently have custody of the 2 boys, so the stakes of today's results couldn't be higher.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's got some nerve. She tries to play the victim, claiming she was forced to leave her home. But he says she's the one who walked out with another man, telling him to take the kids.
What she did is she left with another man. She just came home one day, Your Honor, and just said, here are your kids, take the kids, and just walked out.
There was something that happened, and
That's what
I
she
was forced to leave my home.
Nobody forced her to leave. When she left me, Your Honor, and left the kids and walked out, Your Honor, I was on our city bus in the freezing.
She's a cheater, and she knows it. She admits she was getting with another man at the very beginning of their relationship, right when their first son was made.
In the beginning, me and Deshaun, we weren't really serious when we had our first son. I did cheat on him in the beginning.
How did he find out? He says the other man called her phone, and when he confronted her, she lied and said it was just her cousin.
I happened to end up finding out once we was over my sister's house. Some guy calls her phone, Your Honor. So when the guy calls her phone, I'm like, who is that? It's her cousin. That's what she says. It's my cousin. So when I said, okay.
The other man spilled all the tea. Mr. Mitchell says he made her call the guy back, and the man confessed they had been together without protection and that she might be pregnant.
I asked her to call him back. Once she calls him back, he talking about they been having sex and he ain't been using condoms and she may be pregnant. This what he's saying, Your Honor.
There was never
You
a
spoke
time.
to him?
But he's a good guy. Even with all those red flags, he still signed the first son's birth certificate because he wanted to believe her.
He was born?
Yes, he
Yes,
did.
Your Honor, I did.
You did?
Yes. I wanted to believe her, Your Honor. I really did.
He was there the whole pregnancy and the whole 9 in the room and everything.
Was he expressing doubt to you?
No, he was not, and that's why it came to me that he even thought.
The cheating never stopped. He says she was with 3 or 4 other men and that she even got with a Keo worker right before their second son was born.
Mr. Mitchell, what is this doubt based on?
Your Honor, it's the cheating that she's constantly been doing, Your Honor. It's been 3, maybe 4 guys that she done cheated on me with. Probably 3 since we've been married.
And then after Deshaun was born, you all obviously stayed together because not long after, you have another child.
Correct.
She admits it again. She confesses that she did get with the co-worker, but tries to excuse it by saying their relationship was going through a rocky period.
So, yes, I did cheat with the guy, and I'm not saying that I didn't.
Your Honor, I came home one day, Your Honor. Guy is sitting on my couch, Your Honor.
On your couch?
And she done made dinner or lunch, whatever you want to call it, for this guy.
Judge Lake has 2 envelopes that will change everything. Will this man who stepped up be rewarded with the truth, or is he about to have his heart broken twice?
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Mitchell, you are Bishop's father.
That's why it's funny, because how can somebody tell me who I was sleeping with? Nobody in the room was in the room with me when I was sleeping with somebody. What do I have to lie for?
Keyshawn told us that he wanted the blood test. The only way, Keyshawn only denied the baby when him and my daughter was arguing.
This whole heartbreaking story starts with Ms. Hooker, who is trying to prove her late ex-boyfriend Keyshawn is her baby's dad. But his mom, Miss Baker, is here to prove he's not.
Ms. Hooker, you are here with your mother because you say the defendant's son, Mr. Abraham, fathered fathered your 10-month-old daughter, Kanaya. You say that Ms. Baker and her family's denial of this child has caused you pain, and you are here for an apology and to prove her son is the father.
The family's doubt is fueled by some really nasty rumors, including the fact that Keyshawn's own sister cruelly said baby Kanaya was too fat to be his baby.
It's not Miss Baker who denies Kenaya, it's her family who makes my daughter feel some type of way. It's not Miss Baker. She was too fat to be his baby. She fat like them, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff. Never from Miss Baker. It's always family who always have something to say about my grandbaby.
But Grandma Baker says her late son told her directly that he wasn't the only boy that had messed with Ms. Hooker. Was she with someone else behind his back?
But then when we finally found out for sure, he told me, he said he wasn't the only boy that had messed with Denaya.
Okay.
Keyshawn allegedly heard from another guy that he was also with Ms. Hooker while he was away. Was she really juggling two men at once?
On a Sunday, and he died that Friday.
I'm so very sorry.
He just told me to promise him that we was gonna get a test done because of what the other young man said, and you know.
What did the other young man say?
He told Keyshawn that when he wasn't around, he was supposedly sleeping with Denaya.
But Ms. Hooker swears she was loyal to Keyshawn and claims he only ever denied the baby when they were in a fight.
You know, 'cause that's why it's funny, because how can somebody tell me who I was sleeping with? Nobody in the room was in the room with me when I was sleeping with somebody. What do I have to lie for?
Keyshawn told us that he wanted the blood test. The only way, Keyshawn only denied the baby when him and my daughter was arguing.
The family feud gets ugly. Keyshawn's sister says she can't even look at the baby because it's just a painful reminder that my brother's not here.
For people to look, for me personally, to look at the baby because it's just a reminder that my brother's not here. So it's not about her and her feeling. When she does come around, it is a sense of sadness for me. So it's not that somebody looking at her crazy, dealing with
the ultimate act of disrespect. Baby Kanaya's name was completely left out of her alleged father's obituary after he was tragically murdered.
I came here because this is what I promised my baby, and it's gonna be done.
And the truth is, Ms. Baker, and you're right. You're right.
Judge, my daughter really feels some type of way. It's not that she feels some type of way, it's like she more hurt behind the obituary. And Miss Carolyn has explained to her about the obituary, how the obituary went, but in her heart, she feel like Miss Bland left her out of the obituary on purpose.
But she makes a promise. If the baby is his, she will personally go back to the funeral home and have the obituaries reprinted with Kanaya's name included.
Since she got left out the obituary, I have already told them, if it comes back saying Kenaya belongs to Keyshawn, I'm going directly back to the funeral home and get a set of obituaries made. So when this baby grow up and she read her dad's obituary, there's her name.
The courtroom is dead silent. Will this baby be welcomed into a grieving family, or will she be rejected and left fatherless forever?
The percentage of relatedness between Ms. Baker, Mr. Abraham, and Kenaya Abraham is 0%.
and this is why right here.
You know, we're here discussing baby Hazel,
Yes, ma'am.
her paternity, and Ms. Jones asserts that your son is her biological father. Do you believe that? You do?
I do.
Please
I absolutely do.
tell the court why.
Well,
This whole mess starts with Mr. Joyner, a military vet who was in court to prove he's not the father of Ms. Jones's baby, Hazel, after what he says was just a casual fling.
Mr. Joyner, you say you are a responsible U.S. military veteran who would never neglect a call and are 100% certain you are not her child's biological father.
But she says they were in a serious relationship. He was with her every day, and she was even cooking and cleaning for him.
Yes, ma'am. I know the situation because she used to take my car and go over there and visit him and stay sometimes this night and everything with him. I even went over there to his residence, spent the weekend and everything with them.
He's a total dog. He admits he didn't even know her name the first night they got together and only planned for it to be a temporary thing.
We were dating.
Your Honor, I would not say we was dating in any kind of serious relationship. I met her our place where we worked at. It was a restaurant. I mean, hell, the first night I brought her home, Your Honor, I didn't even know her name. I mean, just to be honest.
His big reason for doubt? He claims in his 12 years of being with women, he has never gotten anyone pregnant. So he thinks it's impossible for him to be the dad.
It's not my baby. It is not my baby. I am a U.S. veteran. I'm a military veteran, and I do take care of my responsibilities.
Do you have other children?
No, Your Honor, I do not.
Grandma is all in. She says the baby looks just like him and that she's already bought a ring with her potential granddaughter's birthstone on it.
they brought her to see me when she was 2 days old. Olivia, I didn't find out till 2 weeks before that she was pregnant. When you
So your
touch
son
a
never
baby,
told you?
Never.
You know, you just know. I have a grandmother's ring I got in April. It has Hazel's name and birthstone right with the rest of my grandkids.
But he says his doubt is real because of a past heartbreak. He once raised another child he thought was his, only for a DNA test to prove he wasn't the father.
Your Honor, I have this to say. Not too long ago, a couple years ago, in West Virginia, where I moved from, there was another situation just similar to this one right here. The girl said that she had a baby, you know, it was mine, all this. And I mean, this baby looked identical to me. Identical. I thought so myself. I got attached to this baby, and the test results came in, and it was negative.
His mom is not having it. She says she's ashamed of him for denying the baby, and that he needs to be a man and step up.
Miss Jones's child, baby Hazel, is your biological child. Why do you think your mother's saying that?
I don't know, maybe just deep down she's ready for me to have a kid. I mean, she's ready for
You're
me.
not
I don't
responsible
know.
to have
You
babies.
know, I mean, my little brother, he has 2 of them, and I don't have any.
He's been a total deadbeat so far. The mom says he hasn't bought a single diaper, and the baby doesn't even have a crib to sleep in.
Needs to grow up, and denying it is not going to help. You're missing every day that you don't.
Sounds like your mother has stepped up in your absence thus far, because she is 8 months old.
I was helping Olivia from day one. Been there and bought that baby diapers, clothes for me from day one when neither one of them would.
I was buying things for Hazel when nobody was.
Judge Lake has the envelope that holds the truth. Will Grandma get her wish, or is this man who's been hurt before about to be proven right?
It has been determined by this court. To Joyner, you are the father.